Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juce, and today we are painting Kaladrax for night 6. You missed a little bit of a banter, but I figured out real quick that my mic was muted. So you missed it, but that's okay. It is okay.
It's fine.
I figured it out quickly this time, so that's a good thing. So, anyways, Cameron is first again. Welcome, Cameron. I hope you're having a wonderful night. We are doing okay over here. As far as we know, the marble has not passed. So we might be making a phone call tomorrow.
5-year-old swallowed a marble, so.
Mm-hmm. So we'll be handling that tomorrow. Got to set up getting a dumpster over here next week because we're going to be throwing out a bunch of old stuff and cleaning this place up on the outside a little more.
We tell everybody everything non-D&D related.
But that's okay. People are here to, for the mini painting. They're here for us. It's just being social. They love it. They're getting to know us a little better. Otherwise, we'd be doing painting tutorials rather than streams. It'd be completely different. It'd be more videos rather than streams, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it. They absolutely love it. Remember, people come for the mini painting. They stay for all the other stuff. That's what everyone always says, right?
Is that what everybody says?
Yeah, that's what they always say. Mm-hmm.
That's what they're here for?
That's what they say. So, just letting everyone know we're live now on the interwebs.
On the www.
The www. The WWF. What? No, not the WWF.
What are you talking about?
Whatever I want. So, I think I might start kind of making a character for Pathfinder tonight. You guys should have him swallow one of those big marbles. It'll knock the smaller one out. Yeah, but then the big one will be stuck. I don't think it works that way. I don't think it works the way you're implying. I wish it did. I really wish. So, anyways, so I've been working on some ideas for some shirts. I think we're going to have a miniature painting shirt coming up on the store.
Oh, you think so?
Yup.
That sounds fun.
Yup. It's just going to say, stay calm, paint minis. Or keep calm, paint minis.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's going to have like a little paintbrush underneath it. That is the plan. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of cute. Cute little idea. Very fitting of how we've been handling our COVID.
Yeah, I don't know. We're doing okay. We're hanging in there. Making it work.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing all right. I'm surviving other than, being driven crazy by kids. LMAO, no, I got the response I wanted. You silly guy. Silly guy, you.
Okay. So how many more weeks is it going to take me to do this?
Is that a question for the chat? I mean, I don't know. You're the one with the answer. I say at least 2 more.
I feel like there's so much left to do, but also I don't know what to do.
I think there is quite a bit to do, but I think it's already starting to look like I think it's starting to look how it's supposed to. It's just a bit gray. So you just got to fix that a little and then make the wings have a little bit more range, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For the webbing.
Yeah,
and that's
I know
it.
about the gray. I've got to incorporate some beige and brown into it a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
The bone. And then, yes, I have to highlight the wings. I keep putting lighter and lighter colors on the highlighted sections, but you just can't tell. So I think I need to make a drastic change.
No, you just keep doing what you're doing.
I just need to make a drastic.
I don't know.
That's what I think is happening.
It does look cool on camera right now.
It does look cool.
It's pretty big. Are you painting it right now? Oh, you can't even see it.
Yeah. I'm just trying
You're
to get
off
this
cam.
in here.
It's okay though.
Well, it's
It's okay.
You know.
So, I wonder if I share the link into Miniature Painting Noobs, if that's against the rules.
Oh, I don't know. You gotta check.
Yeah, like, I don't know. They did something weird on Facebook. Oh, here we go. Here's the group rules. No sales posts, works of commissions, please. No self-promoting Patreon, YouTube, etc. Okay, can't do it. Never mind. Can't do it. They're like, nope, we don't want to see your fantastic art. They want nothing to do with it. So I don't know. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't need it. We're just gonna have some fun. And I think I might start working on a catfolk character.
Oh, you're gonna do the catfolk?
Yeah, I'm gonna make the oracle I was talking about.
Make it happen?
Yeah, making the oracle I was talking about.
What'd you just do?
I'm trying to. Well, I can't do it because that's in the way. So I was gonna try and fix the gain because I noticed it's a little quiet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, talk.
I always
Just say a sentence.
I always hate it when you say that because then I feel like I don't know what to say. You know?
Yes.
It's like you put me on the spot.
Yes.
I hate that.
It's okay. There we go. Last time I noticed when you were talking, it was like really low green. So I don't know how well they could hear you. I mean, they could hear you, obviously, but I didn't know how hard it was for them. So, just trying to turn it up. All right. Anyways. Every time. You notice when we stream, that's when Gabe cries. You notice that's when Lily comes out, right? I'm just saying. Seems like there might be a correlation
I don't know,
between a 9-year-old who's smart enough to know to wake up the 2-year-old.
I will cancel the stream for a night before we do what we did last night. So I'm just, forewarning. Guys, we were up,
I have not watched that, buddy.
We were up for forever last night.
Yes.
We were all up.
It was rough. It was a terrible night. Absolutely terrible.
And here we are.
Here, you paint.
Dedicated to the cause. Oh, I hate it when you say
have
that.
to do it. Yeah, but you're painting. Remember.
Oh, I can't do that.
Now you can control the narrative of the discussion.
I don't ever know what
Talk about your favorite. Talk about Pathfinder.
I don't even know what to say about Pathfinder. I am actually kind of nervous that we're playing this game on Saturday, and Pathfinder is such a crunchy game, and I haven't played before, so I'm a little worried. I don't know. I don't like messing up rules, so I haven't really thought about my character much. I have an animal companion. I probably should have done the animal companion thing for the first time I'm playing a character. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I don't want to mess up a bunch of rules also. So. Have y'all watched Lars Anderson, A New Level of Archery? That video blows my mind. It's 5 years old, but I just saw it last night. A New Level of Archery? No, I haven't seen that. I haven't even heard of that. We've been watching Cursed on Netflix. That's actually pretty good. It's like a take on the Merlin, Arthur, Camelot story. So it's kind of interesting because it's told like from a like the main character is Nimue, who is like the lady of the lake. I'm not even on this camera. Guys, this is so hard when it's like you get down, you know, like you want to make sure that everything looks like it all belongs on the same creature together. So it's like you want to paint it together, but you know, like it's just too big to keep it together. I don't know. Like the problems you face painting something large are completely different than the problems you face painting something small. So it's always just like hard. Does that look more bone color? Man, I don't know. I don't know if this is more bone or less bone or what. Probably should have done the base coat in brown. So, pro tip, if you're painting this, gray, probably not a good way to go. I hope that one dries okay. Anyway, so we've been watching Cursed, which is like the Arthur, you know, Merlin, whatever story, but it's a different take on it. So it's like Arthur is not, you know, the king or anything. Nimue is kind of like your main character, who's like the lady of the lake, you know. But, you know, anyway. It's good. That's what we've watched lately. That's about it. Once Lee starts watching a show, he has to watch like the show in its entirety and he can't watch something else. So, you know. I don't know, maybe that'll start to come out better. Dude, I hope these kids go to sleep though. He's probably in there trying to negotiate. So, when he gets back though, he's making this catfolk character in Pathfinder, which really surprises me. Like, I think he's trying to figure out a little bit more about the races and stuff like that, and optimal ways to build them out, and what they're good at, and what they're useful for, and, you know, all of that sort of stuff. And I think that's why he's making a catfolk, because he doesn't ever play, like, anything like that. Every so often it's like he'll play a dwarf. Most of the time he plays like a human, if anything. I guess one time he played a dragonborn. But, you know, I don't know. Usually he just always plays a human for everything. It's what he always recommends, I feel like, for everything too. You know, you're like, oh, I'm not sure what race I'm going to be. And he's like, be a human. Why do I want to be a human? I'm a human every day. You know? So, anyway. But he never plays any of those other characters. So I think he's just trying to figure out, like, what they're good at doing, like, what pairs well together. I don't know. There didn't seem anything, like, there was anything, like, super cool about the catfolk. I don't remember. It seems like a lot of people do not play them. So, like, I don't know what everybody else has, you know, kind of played, but it sounds like they're not a super common type or anything like that. You know, like, everybody's, you know, playing something different, so maybe they're not all that interesting, but it is what it is.
He's asleep.
Oh, okay. The baby's totally asleep, apparently.
I even laid on the bed for a minute to see.
Close call.
Yeah, no. Lily's up there making a bunch of noise when I walked in.
Oh, yeah. So she's writing a note. I meant to tell you. I'm glad you mentioned that. She's writing a note to the Tooth Fairy because, did I tell you she lost a tooth today? Like,
she told me.
She was eating lunch, and then she thought she had, like, I don't know, or it was breakfast, and she had Cheerios, and she thought there was a Cheerio in her mouth, and then she bit on it, and it was a tooth. It was her bottom tooth. So we have to do something for the Tooth Fairy.
She moved her elf because she was telling Caleb that it had magic and it moved. And he believed it. And I was like, Lily, did you move it? And she got that look with the where she couldn't hold back the smile. And I said, don't mess with your brother like that. That is not nice. All right. Wow, nothing's happened. I missed I'm Back by Melchior. Welcome back, Melchior. We missed you. We're going to make a catfolk.
I told you I'm not very entertaining. So.
We're making a catfolk. I don't know. 7 people are watching now as opposed to 2 when I left. You picked up 5 new viewers. Sneaky Adolf. Hey, what's up, buddy? Yo, that's a sick-looking bone dragon. So yeah, my wife Paula is painting it.
We're getting there. It's not done yet, but we're getting there. The bone needs to look a little bit more bone, and the wings need to be more pink.
Yeah, something like that.
More hot pink.
No.
More pink.
No.
Lots of pink.
No.
What's gonna happen?
So I am making an oracle. Catfolk oracle. I'm going to do it on some scrap paper, and then later I'll enter it on stream. Maybe I'll stream putting it onto a PDF on Saturday or something before our game.
Yeah, I know. I'm still kind of like, I don't know all the
There's nothing to know.
rules for Pathfinder.
What are you confused about?
I'm not confused about anything. I'm confused.
What do you think you need to know a rule for?
I am. You know how, like, the more you start to learn about something, the more you realize you know nothing.
Yup, but you have a DM who knows everything, so it doesn't matter.
That situation right now where I feel like, I know enough on how to play this game that, I realize that there's a lot of stuff I have not read, nor do I know about
You haven't read anything.
Pathfinder. Exactly.
You haven't read a
my
word.
Point. Well,
Even making your character,
no.
you didn't read anything.
False. I did too. I read everything
Whatever.
that I needed to read.
And why are you confused? What is it you need to know?
I mean, because that was a month ago that we made these characters. I haven't looked at it since.
So what
then.
do you feel like you don't know?
I don't.
Like right now, you're a druid. You have an animal companion. What is it you're confused about? Like right now, combat started. What are you doing?
Can I shapeshift? I don't remember.
No. You have no abilities that make you shapeshift. That's not the kind you took, I think.
Oh.
You took the animal companion kind.
What are my spells?
Did you pick any?
Yeah, I did everything.
Okay, then I don't know. You're the one that picked those.
I did the whole character. Like, I didn't just make half the character and I'm gonna wing the other half. Like,
so no, it's not a Tabaxian Pathfinder. It's a catfolk. So I don't know. I have no idea what your spells are, but just like any game, you'll have to look up your spells before you use them anyway.
No, I think they're in there.
Well, yeah, because we're going to use Fantasy Grounds, but
yeah.
But yeah, so the point is you're going to have to read it like 30 seconds before your turn, just like you would any game.
Oh yeah, but I do that anyway.
Right, so it's not going to change anything.
A lot of times, even if it's a spell that I know really well and that I've used a bunch, I just read it anyway, just to make sure I didn't miss something like.
So then so it doesn't matter though. Is my point. Whether you know it or not right now has no bearing on any of that.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just seems like everybody else in the group knows everything.
So what?
About the game, so I'm just like, oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. And no, I don't think everybody does.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a big deal.
Just I don't know.
Yeah, see? BN Drake says combat starts, run. All right. You have 3 actions. You can run 3 times.
Yeah, that's also an option,
But the point is I'm trying to put her in a situation to try to do something because
I just gotta look over ahead of time what my badger does again.
I already told you. I read it yesterday.
Yeah, I forgot already, so.
You can distract them by digging up the dirt around them.
Oh, yeah.
That takes the whole turn.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah. And then
you can probably like
you can do a
smell
claw
things.
attack and a bite attack, and he's got imprecise smell of 30
Perfect.
feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like it. I mean, he can do other things probably, but that's the gist of it.
You know, he can do like normal badger things.
Yeah, it's easy. Completely easy.
Totally easy.
But yes, if this was D&D, Catfolk would be called Tabaxi, but it's not.
There's like no easy way to hold this, guys. I'm just letting you know.
Bubblegum Hot Pink Bone Dragon. Stings to have a TPK as a player. Stings even more when the dragon is pink. That effect where you learn that you don't know anything is called the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yes, it is.
Melchior, my guy is a squishy. No,
to the TV
no, because I'm using this laptop because I can't pull it up on that. It'll lag.
Oh, okay.
So I have to pull up the Advanced Player's Guide on this laptop. They can hear me though. I'm hitting that high green, so I'm good. Just probably sounds like I'm in a tunnel or something.
Okay, so
Catfolk. Alright, so strength.
Melchior says, my guy is a squishy wizard. He's a little less squishy than he might be since he's abjuration and has the shield spell, but he's still pretty squishy. He's gotten down to 1 hit point twice during the current game in separate sessions, although to be honest, one time was pretty awesome. Thunderwave Rex and the goblins didn't like it. Oh, apparently Tabaxi is a licensed Wizard of the Coast name.
Yes.
So nobody else can.
I already knew that.
Nobody else can use it.
Yup.
They're like, get off my lawn.
They have that about a few things though. Sorry, other friends have been texting me. I guess I'm popular today. Let's see how long it lasts. Oh, you don't have to apologize to us, man. Do your thing.
For what?
I don't know. All right, so Dex and Charisma get a plus from being a catfolk. And then Wisdom gets a minus. And I get to choose one.
What? Like
goes
cats
up.
are not smart or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, are cats supposed to be dumb? Cats are smart animals. That's why they screw with people so much.
I think I'm going to put it into intelligence. Pow! Intelligence. All right. Now, let's get on to the catfolk. See what I get from being a catfolk. All right. 8 hit points. Okay. Medium. Speed, 25 feet. Okay. Dex, Charisma, free boost. I chose Intelligence. Ability flaw would be Wisdom. Languages are Amarin, which I guess is the cat.
Well, better be cat.
It's not called cat, though.
Kitten?
And then Common. And then I get to choose another one because of my bump to
hold
Intelligence.
on. This is an important question.
Okay.
If you're role-playing that character...
I'm not going to roleplay this character. I'm just making it.
You have to speak to another cat in your cat language. Will you meow?
Would I?
Yeah, like, are you going to start meowing?
If nobody understood cat, then yes. Does intelligence matter? Yes. So intelligence, for every +1 modifier, you get an extra skill and you get an extra language. So yes, it does matter.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah, it's like old school D&D.
That's why I was kind of like, oh.
Traits are catfolk. Humanoid, get low light vision. Cool. And then I get this ability called Land on Your Feet.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's half falling damage and you don't fall prone.
That's amazing.
Yup.
Okay.
So it's resistant to falling damage.
Guys, this is so hard to paint some of these sections. It's just like, what is going on? Okay.
And don't land prone. This is going to be a fun character that I will never play.
I know. I don't know. Like, you're so anti,
I'm not anti. I just don't think...
You're like anti-catfolk. You're like, oh, they kind of suck.
Well, when I was first going through it, I was like, I can't... It doesn't flavor towards anything I like I was discussing last night. Wizards aren't really supposed to be on the front lines, but my guy decided to heck with it. Since it was only him and a fighter against about half a dozen goblins. He thunder waved them, and they fled. See, that's good. That's how you want to do it. No, it's more like, can I has cheeseburger, please? But the little so-and-sos kept on throwing javelins as they retreated. And my guy nearly died. Well, maybe he should have died. No, I'm just kidding. But maybe he should have. So, I think I had decided yesterday that the best one is the Clawed Catfolk. So I'm going Clawed.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. That's what you liked.
That's the one that's most interesting to me. Yeah, because it gives you... your claw attacks are 1d6 slashing damage. Which is good.
Andrew says you will have a backup PC when your PC gets dropped on Saturday.
Of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, nope.
Do it.
No. Brawling group and they're agile.
Instead.
What's that?
Be a cat.
No.
Channel your inner feline.
I have no interest. None. Zero. Zilch. I don't know why, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would want to play it. I really don't.
Because they want to be able to land on all 4 feet or whatever the ability was.
Something like that.
Right?
Yup.
I mean, why not?
See, I've already jumped ahead. I chose my ancestry and I started doing the stuff from the ancestry. This is the thing that kind of bothers me, is the flow of character creation. Because you're supposed to do your attributes and then go to your background and do your attributes from that, and then do your attributes from your class, and then jump into your choices. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, whatever, man. Yeah. I don't know, though.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You created a character, didn't you?
I know, but I did fine. It didn't really bother me. It was just oh, there's a section over here. And he was like, yeah, that's this. And I'm like, sweet, on it. Got my choices. Perfect. Move on. I didn't feel super... But the fact that there are a lot of choices, I did not feel like I was debating what to pick. Or didn't know what to do at any point.
No, because we went over it on stream for 3 hours a previous night, and you knew what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean...
why.
I still had stuff to pick, because we didn't pick enough stuff. I can't get this apart.
You can't put it together. You can't take it apart.
You know what? I got it together, though.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Everything
mostly.
except for the well, no, not
I did
really.
the whole thing.
Backwards.
I had to situate a few pieces. Sometimes it's hard. You don't know where it's, you still would have made a couple guesses. Oh, I think it goes like this. Oh, no, it doesn't. Just kidding.
I'm not going to take any voluntary flaws.
You don't want to be missing an eye or something?
No.
Just do it for fun.
I'm gonna
You're
do
never
my
going to
4
play this character.
Boosts.
Make
right
him
now.
a pirate cat. Super stereotypy. Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry,
No, it's
cat
not.
people.
Pirate cat.
Yeah.
That's not stereotype.
Everybody would like, why wouldn't somebody play a swashbuckler pirate cat?
You're thinking
like,
of Puss in Boots from Shrek.
No, I'm thinking of, like, every cartoon that contains a cat. Like, at some point, the cat.
You've been watching
like,
too much Octonauts.
Pirate.
You've been watching the Octonauts. That's what's going on.
No, I have.
Because they got a pirate cat.
Pirate cat.
Wow. I got it, Paula. Keep hitting. Melchior, I'm thinking that my DM has been occasionally fudging the figures to be kind to us. Either that or there have been more near misses than average in our current game. That sounds like a problem, Melchior. Sounds like it's taking you out of it.
Does it bother you if you realize somebody's, like, throwing you a bone?
Yes. Me, yes, 100%. I know a couple of people have or love playing catfolk. They are also furries.
Oh, well, I mean, that would explain, like...
Uh-oh. We got a Melchior fun fact. I can imitate both a cat's meow and a dog's bark pretty realistically. I've even managed to get cats looking around, looking for the other cat sometimes. Melchior.
You're so multi-talented.
And random.
Like, I've never met somebody with such a variety of talents. You know?
Oh no, it says to go through and pick your ancestry feat and your heritage. So, yeah, I'm good then. Never mind.
So you did it right?
Yeah, I did.
You mean it wasn't jacked up?
Nope,
so
it wasn't.
So you complained for nothing?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool, thanks.
You're welcome. I think I'm going to take catfolk weapon familiarity. That's going to be the feat.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Weapon familiarity?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that okay? Can I do that?
I mean, I guess so. Oh, I guess I'm going to take these wings off first.
Cameron says, I like playing catfolk, and I am not a furry. LOL, Juice. What did you think of the movie Somebody Goes West?
Feifel Goes West, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch that crap.
There were a lot of anthropomorphic cats in that movie. Feifel Goes West?
I don't know what he's talking about.
It's like a Disney movie, dude.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
What's
I don't know.
wrong with you?
Melchior says, I'm okay with it up until the final battle, which is where I expect to die unless I'm very careful. And my companions take most of the damage. If I know somebody's fudging it, it does take me out of it. Because I'm not going to be as careful. Like, I feel like my choices aren't going to be as impactful. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? Like, if I know someone's fudging dice rolls. Like, if you kill me, just kill me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because
unless it's cheesy. Like, if you screwed something up and then I die, like, I've done that sometimes. For example, like, the other night when we were playing Tyranny of Dragons and the dragon attacked them all and I put them all on the line. I was metagaming the line. Like, the dragon wouldn't have known the two under the bridge weren't. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of pulled that back a little bit. But yeah.
Gotcha.
It totally takes me out of it sometimes, though. Catfolk weapon familiarity.
It's looking a little bit better.
So part of the reason I feel like the catfolk would work well with the oracle is because I think I'm going to go with the ancestry oracle. Mm-hmm. Where you kind of you're not possessed by an ancestor, but they aid you or hamper you. And your ancestors, there's 3 of them, or spirits or whatever. There's a melee one, there's a spellcasting one, and there's a skill one. So if you do a melee attack and the spirit that's impacting you is a spellcaster, you get negatives to your melee. But if you're doing like melee and it's a melee spirit that's aiding you, you get bonuses. You know what I mean? So now with this catfolk thing, you're going to be able to do melee and spells effectively with how I'm thinking of doing it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah, that's my thought on making this work. It's not OP, but in a way that's like in line that synergizes a little bit. Synergy. I'm not sure if my DM has fudged the figures or if I've just been lucky, it may just be my suspicious mind thinking that maybe he's been going easy on me. Cameron says, Juice, did you not watch animated movies as a kid? I watched a bunch. I asked because Feifel Goes West was out for a few years before I saw it as a kid, and you seem to not like animated movies. Just curious. Paula, do you think I don't like animated movies?
I mean,
I made the kids watch Toy Story tonight.
You like...
I love animated movies.
You like animated movies. It's just like you like specific ones.
I don't hate really that many.
You like Disney movies.
Yeah.
No, but like when you're like, oh, we didn't watch that. Like you guys watched like really specific movies over and over again.
It's just what we owned. Like for example, Aladdin was watched over and over again because it was my sister's favorite, and it kept her quiet.
I'm not on camera at all, you guys tonight.
Nope.
I do not know what's going on.
So is it because you're painting too close to yourself? If that's the case, just tip the camera up, like the actual swivel part of the camera, not the holder, not the stand. So it tips up and down if you want it to be angled more towards you.
Okay, hold on.
Do you want me to help?
No.
Nope. Front. Yep. I'll lift that up a little. See?
I guess that's cool. You can see the bottom of my Star Wars shirt.
I mean, you could adjust it so it's in line with the table if you wanted.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said, do you want me to help?
You can't see my Star Wars shirt.
I mean, you're leaning over the table anyway.
Whoa.
Oh, I wasn't thinking like that, but okay.
There.
Whatever. Whatever you feel like.
That's cool. Looking a little bit more bone-like.
Sure. It's still really gray from here.
Dang. I don't know what to do.
Just keep working at it and you'll be fine.
I know,
All right.
but
Catfolk weapon
like...
familiarity. Okay, got that. So what does that do? That allows you to... You favor weapons that you can use with your quick, darting slashes, like a cat's claws. You are trained with the hatchet, kukri, scimitar, and sickle.
Kukri? Isn't it kukri?
Yeah, that's what I said. In addition, you gain access to kukris, and all uncommon catfolk weapons. For you, martial catfolk weapons are simple weapons, and advanced catfolk weapons are martial weapons. Yeah, I don't understand why they say it like that.
We have one of those.
Cool. What?
Okay.
What? Hatchet, kukri, scimitar, and sickle.
Perfect. You're all set. Tricked out.
Yep. They're simple weapons. And martial.
So is there one of those that you're thinking like, oh, I'm probably going to use that one?
Nope. Just the claws.
Just the claws?
Offhand, yeah, that's all I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. All right. No weapons for you.
Well, no, it's just, you know. So martial equals simple now. And advanced equals martial. I don't understand why it says that. There must be something to that I don't understand yet about the rules. But that's okay.
Well, you know what? We're going to find out.
I'm sure we will.
We'll figure it out.
All right, so I did that. So now I got to pick a background. So I'm going to look at the advanced backgrounds. We're going to do something cool. We're going to pick a background from the new book.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so let's go to page 48. And then the oracle's on page 66.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So backgrounds. Let's see what we got here. There's a bandit, a courier.
Milkier thinks that cookery sounds like a cooking implement.
It kind of does.
So Cameron said, I designed an aquatic fantasy race with 3 genders, males, female, and a carrier gender that took care of the newborn by attaching them to their backs. They were a weird race. Hey.
All right.
Whatever, man. That sounds kind of cool, though.
I don't like these backgrounds for my oracle. Ooh. These are rare. So we won't go with one of those. Well. Blessed. You have been blessed by a divinity. For an unknown reason, and irrespective of your actual beliefs, a deity has granted you a boon to use for good or ill. Your blessing grants wisdom and insight to aid you in your struggles. You may or may not even know the identity of the being who blessed you, and the blessing might come with a cost you discover later on. Choose 2 ability boosts. One must be to wisdom or charisma, and one is a free ability boost. You are trained in a lore skill associated with the deity who blessed you, such as Shellan lore, if you know their identity, or else in a lore skill of the GM's choice if you don't. Either you can cast Guidance as a divine innate spell at will, or you gain a similar blessing determined by the GM. Yeah, nope. Not wanting that one.
No?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm not going with the background from here. I'm not liking them. They just are not, they're not, I don't know.
They're not synergizing with you.
I mean, so the common backgrounds that anyone can have. Bandit, courier, cultist, barber, bookkeeper, insurgent, outrider, squire, refugee, tax collector, root worker, teacher.
What about refugee?
Scavenger, ward, or servant.
You're an oracle. Be like a refugee or something.
A catfolk refugee?
Yeah, dude.
You come from a land very distant from the one you now find yourself in, driven by war, plague, or simply in the pursuit of opportunity. Regardless of your origin or the reason you left your home, you find yourself an outsider in this new land. Adventuring is a way to support yourself while offering hope to those who need it most. Choose 2 ability boosts. One must be con or wisdom, and one is a free ability boost. You're trained in the society skill and a lore skill related to the settlement you came from. You gain the streetwise skill feat. Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, that's perfect. That sounds great.
I mean, it's cool. It works. It's just not, I don't know. Like, scavenger sounds better to me.
Okay, so what's scavenger?
You've made a living sorting through the things society throws away. You might have scavenged simply to survive, or applied to trade as a rag picker, dung carter, or the like. While you've left that life behind, you still keep one eye on the ground out of habit. Choose 2 ability boosts, intelligence or wisdom, and 1 free ability boost.
So you'd rather be a dung carter than
You've trained in the survival skill? No, that's not what it would be. A scavenger is like somebody who, like, basically to survive digs through trash or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like a stray
I
cat.
know words.
Stray cats hang out in alleys and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I've got this stray cat image.
Why you gotta like stereotype?
Because cats are filthy. As they always lick themselves.
Guys, so
imagine it. It's a catfolk with like matted fur.
We have this.
It's like
weird,
Radagast the Brown.
We have this this courtyard thing in our house.
Oh jeez.
So it's like there's a door in the living room and it goes outside and there's a fence to the left of you and then in front of you, like 20 feet in front of you, is the door to the garage, and it's like all like fenced in right there. So it's this extra like outdoor like 20 by 12 foot space or whatever. I don't know. How big is that? It's pretty big out there. Anyway.
It's shaped like an L.
So up until this point, like we haven't done anything with it. We just let like the dog, hang out there or whatever.
Do her business.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to get this cleaned up for the kids and like put some toys out there or whatever. you know, encourage them to be outside and stuff like that. So I'm like cleaning it up, and like in one corner, there's like this brick on the ground, and it has like a name on it. I want to say the name is like Slim or something like that. And it has a date range on the back of it. And it was like partially buried under the dirt, and I'm pretty sure there's like a dead cat buried there or something like that.
I get the forager skill feat.
Yeah.
Yup. See, that works. That makes sense. I like that. I like that. Melchior says I like animated movies. Okay, cool. Your name is a romance mystery with a good dose of suspense. It seems at first like a comedy, but that changes as you realize, along with the protagonists. Okay, cool. Drake says I should have been a tax collector. I'm sorry, Drake. My next character will be a tax collector.
Yeah.
I'll do that just for you.
Oh, that would have been a good opportunity.
With a cat?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because they're all like, you know, stealthy, sneaky.
I think there is a zookeeper kind of thing in the core book, by the way. So Cameron says, should have put zookeeper on that list, then you could be a combo. Prison guard and veterinarian. Melchior, great minds think alike. I nearly had my third gender be in whatever, incubator, but decided that I preferred the idea of alpha and beta male genders. Gotcha. Melchior says, show me a dirty cat and I'll show you a neglectful pet owner. Well, this isn't a pet owner cat. It was a scavenger. He's by himself. He doesn't have an owner.
He was talking about the weird bones that I'm going to end up digging up in the courtyard. I'm not digging that up.
No, he said, show me a dirty cat and I'll show you a neglectful pet owner. Because I said my cat is dirty.
Oh.
Like a stray cat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so I bumped my charisma and intelligence. So charisma right now is at 16, intelligence is at 16. All right, so I chose my background. Now I get to choose my class, which is going to be Oracle. So Oracle gives me 8 plus con mod for hit points. So there we go. So right now I'm at least 17.
What are we going to do for Lily for her losing her teeth?
Gotta give her money.
Tooth.
$1. You're going to go and put it up under her pillow. Right?
Okay.
Get it? Got it? Good. So you get a boost to charisma. So there we go. Got that final boost to charisma. Is that it? I thought it gives you more than one. You decide your character's class. Class gives your character access to a suit of heroic abilities, determines how effectively they fight, and governs how easily, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to write down all your character's class features yet. You simply need to know which class you want to play, which determines the ability scores that will be most important for your character. Okay.
Or are you trying to figure out how to make the character?
Yes. Does it only give you one? I feel like it's supposed to give you more than one. Doesn't it give you more than one?
What?
Classes. Like, I thought they gave you more than one ability boost.
I don't know.
Is it really just your key ability?
Yeah, I remember it not being as impactful. It was like everything you made in combination was impactful to your character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything gives you a little bit of something.
I guess it's just giving you 1. I mean, that's fine. I'm okay with that. All right, so then that means my strength is a 10. That's bad. My dex is 14. Con is 12. Intelligence is 16. Wisdom is 8. And charisma is 18. Okay. That's not that bad, actually. I'm alright with that.
Yeah? You think it's going to be okay? You're going to make
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
What were the stats again?
10, 14, 12, 16, 8, and 18.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, his spellcasting is going to be good. His intelligence is high, so he'll be good at certain skills.
Yeah.
Con is just a +1, Dex +2. But that's okay. I'm alright with it. Alright, trained in perception.
It's going to be okay.
I think so
you're
too.
going to make it.
I am making it. Oh. Saving throws. You're trained in fortitude.
Melchior says, if a cat is a stray, then someone was neglectful. If it's feral, that depends on where it's feral. I wonder where cats came from originally. I know the Egyptians worshipped them. Yeah, Drake says, where did cats come from? Hell, no other explanation.
Yes! Drake, I knew I loved you. No, cats were not domesticated first. They were wild animals first. Just look at bobcats, tigers, lions, all of those things. Pumas, panthers.
He's saying, where did they, come from?
Right.
But
he
there's
implied
cats
that
in
no matter
every-
what, if they're stray, then they were neglected. But that's not necessarily true if they were wild cats first. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is like, I don't know. Does it matter?
I don't know. I don't know. Does it matter? Does it? Does it?
Great question. I don't know.
I need to choose 2 more languages for my cat folk.
Cat. Dog.
No, those aren't languages.
Okay, well, like, I don't know.
Elvish, Dwarven, like Draconic.
You speak cat, so, like, can't you speak
Amarin is cat.
dog?
There is no dog.
There's no dog creature? There's no, like,
No.
kobold?
Amarin is the cat language. There is no language
Okay,
called
whatever.
cat language.
Whatever. I don't know. I didn't know.
I chose Sylvan.
I didn't know if there were... Yeah, nobody
That's
ever
one of them.
uses that, though.
If you come across Fae, you'll use it.
Yeah, like, which never happens.
I feel like I should choose, like, Draconic.
That also, nobody ever uses it.
Yeah, they
I'm
do.
just saying, like,
Goblin
how many times have I been asked, like, oh, do you speak that language?
and Elvish.
And I've never spoken the language. You want to know why? Because I take garbage, like Draconic
I'm getting rid of Goblin.
and Sylvan, and...
What are you talking about?
You know?
What are you complaining about?
I'm saying that I always take those languages and I never use them.
You're complaining about a lot of stuff over here.
You know?
I don't know.
You know, man?
I don't
know
know
what
where
I'm
I put
saying?
my eraser. Where did I
What's
put my
your
eraser?
problem?
I can't find my eraser. I just had it in my hand. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Cats are aliens who are too lazy to rebuild their spaceships or fly them. Those are just the hairless cats. Cats have been planning on taking over the world for generations, but their plans keep on being interrupted by nap time. Did you guys ever watch Cats versus Dogs? I love those movies. Oh, it's on the floor. That's why. Yeah, Cats versus Dogs. The first one was great. I haven't seen the second one yet.
What?
It's a movie.
What is that?
It's
it an
literally-
animated film?
What?
Is it an animated
It
film?
kind of is. So it uses real people and real cats and dogs, but then the cats and dogs like talk.
Oh, nope. I hate those
But
movies.
cats literally are versus each other. Like you have a ninja cat in the first one that's awesome. Like and the cats are trying to take over the world, and the dogs are like trying to protect the world. Like, it's a really good kids movie, really good. If you haven't watched it, it's worth watching. I'm just saying.
He's just saying, guys.
It really is worth watching.
He's just saying.
Okay, so I got all my saving throws. So now I'm trained in religion. Okay.
So does this look like bone? Is this looking more bone-like?
Yeah, I mean, from here, it kind of does. Mystery skill. Because oracles have mysteries. That's the thing that gives them their abilities.
You're just like, kind of, I don't know.
Trained in a number of additional skills equal to 3 plus your intelligence modifier. So then I get 3 plus intelligence, which is another 3. So 3. So 6 total. Okay. Attacks. Trained in simple weapons. Trained in unarmored or unarmed attacks. I don't know. I'd probably play this character just once to see how much I hate it.
You're so positive about it.
I mean, I think it could be fun. All right, trained in light armor and trained in unarmored defense. Like, the thing that's weird to me is if every single person in the game is trained in unarmored defense, why do you have to specify that every single person is trained in unarmored defense?
I mean, I don't know.
That seems silly to me. Same thing with unarmed attacks. Everybody is trained in unarmed attacks. Why do you need to make a distinction? Like, why do you need to mention that? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trained in
Maybe
divine
because
spells.
other people are used to other systems, and so they just want to be clear that this is how it works in their system.
Okay.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's what they were going for. Trained in divine spell DCs. Okay. So I did the proficiencies, all of that. Ooh, divine spell casting. Okay. At first level, you can cast up to 2 first level spells per day. You must know spells to cast them, and you learn them via the spell repertoire class feature. Okay. The number of spells you can cast each day is called your spell slots, of course. Some of your spells require you to attempt a spell attack. Yeah, I understand that. Heightening spells. When you get spell slots a second level and higher, you can fill those slots with stronger versions of lower level spells. Yeah. Oh, so you have to put it in the spell level that you want it. You can't cast a third level version of a spell that is only in your repertoire at first level. Many spells have specific improvements when they are heightened to certain levels.
So you have to pick ahead of time. Is that what you're saying?
I think that's what it's saying. Signature spells class feature lets you heighten certain spells freely. Okay. Cantrips. Cantrip, special type. can cast cantrip at will any number of times per day. Cantrip is always automatically heightened to half your level, rounded up. This is usually equal to the highest level of spell you can cast as an oracle. For example, a first level oracle, your cantrips are first level spells. And as a 5th level oracle, your cantrips are 3rd level spells. So that'll matter when we play, because that means your cantrips will be 2nd level spells when we play on Saturday as a druid, if you have
Correct.
cantrips.
Yes. That I did know.
Okay.
Like, now that you're saying it, like, I knew that.
Spell repertoire. Collection of spells you can cast is called your spell repertoire. First level, you learn 2 first level spells of your choice and 5 cantrips. So 2 first level spells. Okay.
And
5 cantrips. Okay. Choose them from the common spells from the divine spell list, or from other divine spells to which you have access. You can cast any spell in your spell repertoire by using a spell slot of an appropriate spell level. You add to the spell repertoire as you increase in level. Each time you get a spell slot, you add a spell of the same level to your spell repertoire. At 2nd level, you select another 1st level spell. At 3rd level, you select 2 2nd level spells, and so on. When you add spells, you might add a higher level version of a spell you already have. So you can cast a heightened version of that spell. Gotcha. So you can only do it if you've taken that in a higher level. That's interesting. So you gain them at the same rate. Your spell slots and the spells in your spell repertoire are separate. If a feat or other ability adds a spell to your spell repertoire, it wouldn't give you another spell slot and vice versa. Okay, not a problem. And then mystery. So here's the mysteries. So these are the things that give you pluses and bonuses in combat on things you do. So there's the Ancestors Battle. You embody the virtues upheld by heroes of legend. There's Bones. Death always seems neat, and the dead speak to you. That does not sound neat.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Cosmos. You draw power from the stars and the spaces between.
Well, that's cool.
Flames. You dance with fire and do your best to remain unscorched by it. Life. The teeming energies of life flow through you out into the world.
Well, that's cool.
Lore. You gain access to unparalleled, overwhelming knowledge. And Tempest. Wind, waves, and storms rage at your beck and call.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going Ancestors.
Gotcha.
Because that was the whole idea of the build with the cat.
Oh, okay. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, that was why I went with the claws and everything. Remember? Because you got the melee ancestor, you got the spell casting, and you got the skill one. So my intelligence is really high. So if it comes down to skills, I can do that. If we're doing melee, I can do it because of my claws, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're good. So
Okay, man.
That's my plan. So Ancestors.
Good luck. I
Good
hope
luck
it works out for you.
Why wouldn't it?
Your plan.
It'll work great. Revelation spells.
I'm so surprised you're like handwriting out this whole thing.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm putting it on a piece of paper, and then later I'm gonna do a stream where I put it all into a character sheet and talk about it.
It just seems like,
Seems like what?
so much time.
Well, what else would I be doing? I'd be laying here just talking. So this is the same thing. I'm just sitting here talking. Everyone's having fun, right? We're all having a good time.
I don't know, are we?
Are you?
Maybe if you kept up with the chat, they'd be having a better time.
Probably. I'm going to play weed smoking game. Every time someone says they don't like something, I'm going to take a hit. Oh, yeah? Well, I don't like that game.
Oh, we have a game that your mom gave us. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, we have never even opened it or played it, but it's in like some sort of wooden box, and the wooden box is tied with like like a hemp cloth around it, and it's got like the title of the game is, what is it called? It's like called Grass or something.
I thought that was your game.
No, your mom gave that to us.
Where'd she get that game?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was yours.
No, we haven't played that game.
I have no interest in playing
before, but it's like in the game, the object of the game. I think.
I don't like that game.
You're like.
By the way, keep doing those hits. Let's see how messed up we can get you.
I think in the game, like you're like a drug dealer or something. I was just like, I read the back of it and I was like, oh, thanks for the game. Like, cool.
I don't know. I know nothing about that.
I was just like, what is this game?
Ooh, okay. So you start with a focus pool of 2. And a focus spell costs 1. Okay. You refill your focus pool during your daily preparations, and you can regain 1 focus point by spending 10 minutes using the refocus activity to reconcile the conflicting or unconventional nature of your divine mystery. Focus spells are automatically heightened to half your level rounded up. Focus spells don't require spell slots, and you can't cast them using spell slots. Taking feats can give you more focus spells and increase the size of your focus pool, though your focus pool can never hold more than 3 focus points. Full rules for focus spells appear on 300 of the core rulebook. Revelation spells have the Curse-bound trait. Unlike other focus spells, this trait means they increase the severity of your oracular curse when cast. You can't cast a curse-bound spell if you don't have an oracular curse. You learn 2 revelation spells at first level. Okay, so I get 2 of these. Okay. The first is an initial revelation spell determined by your mystery. Second is an initial domain spell you select from one of the domains associated with your mystery, which you cast as a revelation spell. So I chose... Okay. So you don't get a class feat at first level, it looks like.
You know what I just realized?
What?
That this whole time I've been painting these skulls on here with a different process. That I'm painting the dragon.
Yep, that sounds like you.
So like they're like different shades.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I suck. I don't know why you trusted me to do something good with this. Like,
You've been wanting to paint it forever.
I don't know what you were thinking. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying.
Alright, so my trained skill is Society. So Society, whatever the hell that is.
Oh, that's probably like a knowledge thing, right?
Cantrip.
Do you think so?
Probably. I get Guidance. So I think that's one of my 5. So I get Guidance. So 1, 2. And then I get 2 first level spells, I think. Okay. And then I get revelation spells, and I get 2 of those. If I remember right. Initial one is Ancestral Touch.
Yeah.
And then related domains are death and family. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just doing my thing, trying to figure it out. So here's the mystery benefit. The whispers of your ancestors have bestowed additional knowledge upon you. You gain an additional ancestry feat at first level and another additional ancestry feat at 11th level. These feats can't be ones that grant physiological effects such as additional senses or unarmed attacks. Okay, so I will come back to page 73. I need to figure out my additional ancestry feat. Because that's kind of cool. I just don't know what I would want to take.
Okay, so first of all, Cameron has a question and wants to know how intelligence matters in Pathfinder 2e since there are no skill ranks.
So intelligence would still apply to certain skills, and it gives you more skills. So if you have a +2 modifier in intelligence, you get 2 additional skills that other people wouldn't have unless they have, a higher modifier. Same thing with languages. You get additional languages based on that as well. So,
okay.
So that's how.
That makes sense.
And you don't do ranks in this because the way they got rid of that. They now, if you're trained in something,
people must have really disliked that because
no, it's time consuming to divvy up your ranks. That's all. And you, like most people, just stacked them into the things they wanted. And I mean, this basically does that for you now. So if you're trained in something, whatever level you are, you add that to your modifier. So if you're level 10, anything you're trained in is automatically a +10. It's also a +2 or 4 or something like that.
Gotcha.
Because trained is like a +2 or 4. I can't remember. It's on the character sheet.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, if you're trained, you're a +2 plus level. As well as your modifier from like attributes. So say you're stealth, you're a rogue, you got a +3 in stealth. You are trained in it, so now it's +5, but you're level 3, so it's +8. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So that's what they did. Rather than having ranks, you just have it based on that. Now, as you get higher in level, you can move from trained to expert. Expert is 4 plus your level. Master is 6 plus your level. And legendary is 8 plus your level. And you don't get like legendary until like past level 15 or something. I think there might be 1 or 2 classes that can kind of get something a little before them, but not really.
Okay. All right. I gotcha. That makes sense.
Yep. So it's not like an OP thing, but...
Ooh, look. Melchior has some useful information and some fun facts for us.
Oh, no.
Useful information. If you're ever making an omelet, don't try and cook too much all at once. And then make sure it's too deep in the pan. The bottom will overcook before the top is cooked. Yes, it will, in fact. And it will also make it difficult for you to fold it as well. I know that sometimes, like, you go to, like, a restaurant and you get, like, a 3-egg omelet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're at home, that's too many eggs.
What's that? Just put the lid on the top and cook it cooler.
No, it'll be way too thick. It won't fold properly in half. It'll just, like...
I haven't had that problem.
Trust me.
I haven't had that problem. I just cook on a lower temperature.
So, Cameron was concerned Melchior messed up his omelet. And then Melchior said, fun fact, I wouldn't have bothered learning how to cook an omelet if it wasn't for show and made.
I'm taking Cat's Luck.
The funniest comedy I've seen in a while. Oh, so it was still edible, but anyway.
Of course it was.
So Cameron says, I like that skill system. I still prefer a rank system, though. But then again, I have yet to play with Pathfinder 2nd edition system. So I like the rank skill. That's why I was like, I don't understand why they got rid of that and people don't like
I think
it,
the problem is,
because
again,
I
people
like
pretty
it.
much put all the ranks into the same stuff over and over and over again. So this simplifies it. So rather than doing that, if you're trained in it, you're you're getting a rank every level. So it's already doing it for you. It's just you're not selecting it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but not everybody wants to do that.
And you're getting more now than you were before. Before you were limited in how many you could put ranks in. So you might be like, oh, well, I guess in this level I'll do one rank here. And the next level I'll do the rank over here. But then the level after that I'll come back to this one. So you're actually getting more ranks now, I think, the way it is.
Than you were before?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then like feats you can take give you new skills. You can choose new, like when you level, you can choose general feats. You can choose skill feats. You know. Alright, so I took Cat's Luck. When you fail a reflex save, you can re-roll, but you have to use the second roll.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Or no, you can use the better result. And it's only once per day. But later on, there's an ancestry feat that allows you to apply it to the other saving throws, the will and the fortitude one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another one later on that stacks on top of that rather than using it once per day, you can use it once per hour. So it's a little bit better. All right, so I'm cool with that. You know, this isn't taking as long as I thought it was going to.
I mean, like, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but I've been doing it for less than an hour.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay, I mean, like, if you say so. It's whatever you say.
So here's the ancestral influence thing. So when you do a focus spell, you have to roll the d4. And then you choose the ancestral influence. So if you roll a 1, that's a martial ancestor, 2 skillful ancestor, and 3 is spellcasting. So the martial is always going to want to strike. The skillful one is going to want to do a perception or skill actions. And spellcaster is going to want to cast spell. So there's a moderate curse that happens when you do this. If it's the martial, your strikes gain a +1 status bonus to attack rolls and +2 status bonus to damage. So that's the benefit. What was the negatives? Must succeed on a DC4 flat check. On a failure, you spend the action but gain no effect. Yeah, I don't know. It's all good stuff on here. I don't know where the negative stuff is. Oh well. But yeah, there's negatives.
Negative.
No, there is. So like, if you're doing the strike, they obviously the melee one would help, or the striking one would help you. But he's going to hurt you if you try to cast a spell. He's not going to hurt you, but you have penalties to casting a spell then.
Gotcha.
I think that's the DC4 thing. So you run the risk of not being able to do your action, is what happens. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So if it's the minor one, it's a... Yeah, you roll a 1d4, change your predominant ancestor appropriately. Listed. You must succeed at a DC4 flat check. On a failure, spend the action, but gain no effect, though you don't lose the spell if you were casting a spell. If your action would take 1 minute or longer, it's long enough that you can overcome the meddling, and you don't need to attempt a flat check. If it's a moderate curse, so say this is the second one you've done that day, the flat check DC to use other actions is 6, And you get the moderate curse benefit listed for your predominant ancestor. And then later on at 11th level, you get the major curse, so you can do it 3 times. The flat check DC is 8, and you get the major curse benefit listed for your predominant ancestor instead of the moderate curse benefit.
Milk here says that I didn't know until watching Show and Made that some people actually add sugar to omelets, turning them into a sweet treat instead of a savory snack.
We don't make it a snack or anything. We eat it for breakfast.
No. Like, that sounds awful. That sounds terrible.
Not really.
I have no
but I wouldn't do it.
To, like, eat that.
That's because you haven't tried it. So you don't get a first level feat?
Ooh.
I mean, that's the vibe I got from this. That you don't get one until 2nd level.
Maybe you don't.
Which is fine. It just sucks because there's like reach spell, widen spell, which are cool. 2nd level seems to have... it's okay. Cantrip expansion. Add 2 additional cantrips. That's cool.
Cantrip expansion?
Bespell weapon looks cool. Okay. You siphon the residual energy from the last spell you cast into one weapon you're wielding until the end of your turn. The weapon deals an extra 1d6 damage of a type depending on the school of the spell you cast. So it would be divination. So mental damage. Ooh, that's cool.
Okay, let's see.
I like oracles. They're pretty cool. Okay. So, yeah, I'll worry about spells later, but I'm pretty much done.
Oh, really?
I haven't put it into the sheet. I haven't calculated anything. I haven't bought equipment, you know. So I got to pick spells still. I still have to buy equipment. What? Are you struggling over there?
I was worried this pink would be too bright.
Calculate numbers. And yeah. I think that's it. Alignment, don't care, you know. I don't know. I think I would play this character. I would. I mean, I don't know how much fun I would have with it. Like, I think it would be fun at first. But I don't know if long term this would be a character I would get attached to or not.
You won't know until you play.
I mean, I don't feel like I would be that attached to this character. I'm just saying. I think it would be fun, but I don't think I would get attached to it. You know?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong.
Melchier's over there making pancakes or something.
I love pancakes. I love waffles. I love breakfast food. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Yeah, the trick has always been cook on a lower temperature, and you shouldn't have a problem with an omelet overcooking on the bottom. But yeah, I don't know. Do you cook everything on high?
The last time you tried to make an omelet, you totally screwed it up.
I did?
Yeah.
I make omelets, or I was making omelets all the time.
Scrambled eggs is not an omelet.
What are you talking about? It was not scrambled eggs. And besides, it basically is. It's just you don't break it up. You mix some milk, you mix some eggs, you let it set, cook it on a low temperature so it all cooks mostly even. You put some, whatever you want on it, and then you fold it over. That's it. That is an omelet. The end. Like, Not hard. And even if it doesn't stay together, which most of mine do, but even if it doesn't matter. It tastes exactly the same. I really love the, what is it? Were they Mexican omelets? Where it had like the chili in it and everything. Oh.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
So good. Salsa. Yum. Yeah, I would definitely not add sugar. I wonder if that would work. So think about it. You use eggs to make cake. You add sugar to make cake. I don't think that adding sugar to eggs is necessarily bad. I've never tried that, but it probably is fine. Mix some self-raising flour with eggs, milk, and sugar and cook in a frying pan. And I guess that's a recipe for literal pancakes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or cake. Like, that's literally cake.
Well, but not in a frying pan.
Well, no. But either way. My too thick omelet was only saved from disaster because I cooked it on Heat Mark II.
Like 2 out of what, though?
10, probably.
Like
An omelet which doesn't stay together is just scrambled. I know, it's basically the exact same thing. It tastes the same. It doesn't matter. Like, you're going to eat it with a fork anyway. Like, it's not like you have to have it folded up so you can pick it up and eat it like a calzone or something.
What if I wanted to, though? That option would be
You couldn't
there.
do it. It would fall apart anyway.
That option would
Eggs
be
are too weak.
available
No, it wouldn't.
if you did it the other way.
No, it wouldn't. Eggs fall apart anyway. Eggs fall apart anyway. So it's looking a little bit lighter on camera.
Looks a little bit better?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, 2 out of 10. My stove doesn't go up to 11. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's whatever. Omelets are good. I'm cool with it. That's one of the first things I ever learned how to make was omelets.
Yeah, so the bone is looking a little bit more bone-like. I need to add some...
You have to have the lid on it, too, if you're doing an omelet.
Brown. I need to add brown. That's what I need to do.
I agree.
But, you know.
Or even like a almost white. Like an off-white cream.
I've already done that twice.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I think I need to do brown, and then I need to do like white on a couple of different areas.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I mean, it still looks really cool. So I think this weekend I might start moving the shelves behind you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really want to get that hutch into the corner. And I want to get that carpet over there.
That's fine, then we can, move the bookshelf into Caleb's room.
Well, I won't have anywhere to put all that stuff if we take that away right now.
Oh, okay.
So I can't do that yet. I'm just thinking of like shuffling it around for now.
Oh, okay.
Just so like the day when it does come, whenever that is, who knows if it ever happens. But like when it happens, I'll be ready to start assembling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, plus I got to figure out where I'm going to put that stuff. So, And then BN Drake wants us to do a home tour.
Oh, yeah.
We never found out who you wanted to give the tour, though. Whether it was me or Paula.
Yeah, is this like,
Do you want the entertaining one from me? Or do you want the literal one from Paula?
Yeah, you gotta tell.
This is the bedroom. This is the garden I made. Or upkept. I've sometimes sliced potato and deep fried them. Does everybody have a deep fryer? Like, I don't understand. Like, there's so many people I know.
Air fryers and deep fryers.
Yeah.
And like...
My friends on Facebook talk about deep frying stuff all the time. And I'm like, do you have a deep fryer? Or do you just use a frying pan and dip it in oil? Like, what do you do? How do you do your, Yeah, he says he has a frying pan. Never mind. I should have read the whole thing. Yeah, Paula does these like egg roll things in a frying pan that are really good. A while back I thought about buying her a deep fryer because we had one growing up. My mom bought one when I was in high school, and it was amazing. We used to do like deep fried mushrooms, like
some people get the little countertop size ones.
Yeah, that's what we had. It was
They
like
just go on the
that
top.
big. It had 2 different compartments.
I don't know.
We used to do
I feel like I just eat bad food.
breaded mushrooms that were deep fried. Oh, they're so good.
I mean, I suppose maybe the kids would eat more vegetables than just be deep fried.
I mean, you got to mix it up. You can't just deep fry all the time, but maybe like a special because you also got to clean it up.
I know. Well, that's why.
So
I'm
you
like,
do it
I don't...
not all the time, but you could do it like once every couple weeks, or like at big family events, deep frying some stuff might be good. Besides, think about it. Wouldn't deep fried breaded pickles be a better snack than baking brownies?
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
See?
But I really haven't made any brownies, though, either.
Yeah,
I made
true.
no-bake cookies the other night.
Yeah, those lasted a while, though.
That was your bad influence.
Yeah, but they lasted. Did you eat most of them?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Do you think Caleb was getting up there and eating them?
I don't know.
Because I noticed today or whenever you gave me the last one, and I was like, man, I've only opened that thing like once or twice since they were made.
I mean, I gave the kids them a couple times.
Oh, okay.
And there was one time Caleb was being good. I don't know, and so he asked if he could have one. So I said, yeah, I don't know if he's being good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then there was also a couple times that I gave them to Gabe. Mostly because I grabbed one and then Gabe saw it, and so if you just give Gabe one, then he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, he quiets down.
He doesn't tell the other kids.
He doesn't scream, cookie, cookie, cookie.
Yeah, because he's just like, okay, cool, I got my cookie. And he doesn't take it to anybody else and brag about it or anything.
Right. Barking Cricket says, growing up, what we called scrambled eggs was a thick omelet, browned, held together in one big piece, but without any filling ingredients. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, it was like
They were just eggs, though.
like an egg stick.
Kinda. It was like a folded over egg.
Held together in one big piece, but without any filling ingredients. Sugar is the main cause of rotten teeth.
Yep. We've talked about that.
But... so Barking Cricket, did you, pick this up and eat it? I'm imagining it looks like a hot dog.
Kick him under the table to start the combat, Paula. Full contact RPGs. Melchior, hi Barky. Yeah, my omelet is pretty much what you just described. I'm not big on fillings. Ah, that's the best. Especially like ham or bacon.
No, broccoli.
Yes. No.
Broccoli and mushrooms.
You gotta have cheese. So cheese is part of what holds it together. And then you gotta have something salty like ham or bacon.
No, it should be feta cheese.
Feta cheese is good in an omelet, yes. Especially if you're using
and then no
gyro
ham.
meat and some spinach.
And no ham.
You don't eat meat. That doesn't count. You're not allowed to have an opinion on whether you have meat or not.
No, because you don't, I'm allowed to have opinions on these things.
Whether you put meat or not? No. As someone who doesn't eat meat, we know the answer is no. It's just like my answer would be no fake meat. Kelf1 says, here's a question. As someone who has taken the time to painstakingly paint a mini, and therefore would make sense that you play D&D with minis, what is your opinion of online digital virtual tabletops? So like Roll20 and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I like playing it.
Yeah, so we've used Roll20 before, but that's it. I've also just used my Photoshop and unveiled like the map to players before. But when I play online, I tend to, if I'm running the game, I don't want to fuss with a virtual tabletop, and I like theater of the mind. As a player, though, I love using minis and maps on Roll20. We're trying Fantasy Grounds for the first time this Saturday. So far, in the times we've tried to use it for character creation and stuff, it was slow and clunky. Whereas my experiences with Roll20 were not that it was slow and clunky, but just you needed to know things to set up your character sheet, like programming languages and things like that, to make it act the way you want. Remember the formulas we had to copy and paste and stuff?
I mean, but I don't think that if
but that wasn't
you're like painting minis, it detracts from what you could do on like a virtual tabletop, though.
Yeah, they're not the same.
Yeah, because you play with different people. Like, right, there's a lot of people you couldn't play with, you know, necessarily in person that you would use miniatures with if you didn't play with them online, you know. So I think it's kind of, you know, I don't think the two are really related.
Yeah, I agree. Like, we play when we're not dealing with COVID. We have in-person games and we have online games. And we play a lot of games. I would prefer using miniatures in person over a virtual tabletop online. And I know some people use virtual tabletops for their maps, and they use a computer, or not a computer, but a TV screen in their table. And that's kind of cool. And some do that, and they also use 3D terrain with it, which I think is cool. But we're not that fancy yet.
Yeah, we're not fancy.
Yet.
Not.
Maybe one day. We'll see. If enough people watch our streams.
Maybe we'll get fancy.
If people go and support us on Patreon, maybe we can one day aspire to having the ultimate gaming table with a plug-in USB port for the TV and all that fancy stuff. But not today.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
But that's okay. But no, I think I prefer, you know, real miniatures, obviously, to online. But there is something about the paid version of Roll20 when you have, like, Fog of War. So, like, you can't see around the corner, you can't see in the building, or if you don't have, like, dark vision, you just can't see. Like, I like all that. That's a really cool feature. He says, that's how I play with my in real life group. I have a mounted TV that I airplay an app called Encounter Plus. Oh, there you go.
Oh, you sound so fancy.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, I love the idea that you can play with the lighting.
Like, and I mean that in a positive, happy way, not like in a negative,
right.
Like, ooh, right? I just mean,
yeah.
Like, you know.
But yeah, if I had a better computer, I would probably be more open to using, like, Roll20 while streaming games. Unfortunately, the CPU usage can't handle Roll20, Zoom, OBS. Like, it can't handle everything at once. So, but who knows? Maybe like 2-3 years down the line it can. We will see. What do you think of it, Kelf? So you use miniatures but on the TV screen, or do you use tokens in the program and everyone just has like an iPad or something at the table? Because you can do it multiple ways.
I had an email the other day about a gaming table or something.
Wormwood?
I don't know.
Carolina gaming tables?
Somebody was like, we're doing a special, blah, blah, blah.
He says, don't know if this will link well, but this is my setup.
Oh.
Waiting on that link. If you want, you can post it in our Discord too. And then we can all see that.
That's probably a better place to put it.
Yeah, if it doesn't work here. In our Discord, if you go to the Tabletop Gaming channel or Tabletop RPG channel, that'd be a perfect spot. I've always preferred digital maps and tokens. It makes pack out and up much easier. So you're a traveling game master then? You don't, or dungeon master? You don't play at your own house? We play at home.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing.
Like the setup.
Yeah.
Here.
And then I do have...
we also have small children, so,
yeah.
You know, we usually...
host.
Yeah, even in non-COVID times, we're just, you know,
we host
with our kids.
We also have side quest tabletop miniatures, which are these little 1-inch flat tokens that are perfect for like taking them to like gaming conventions or gaming stores. And then
like the Pocket DM.
Yeah, that was the 4 different ones we have of that. And then Tactical Tokens, who is also a patron of ours. We talk in our Patreon chat every other week. We just did it this past Tuesday. He makes tokens from 1 inch all the way up to 4 inch, I think. He can do bigger. But yeah, he's got some that are really, really affordable. They're dry erase, but you can get them. Well, right now you can't, but he's going to open up the custom ones again here soon. You can get them white. You can get them in different colors. They're really cool. So he's going to be, we're supposed to be getting ours hopefully soon here. But they got like our logo on them and stuff. They're really nice looking.
They're fancy.
They are. They're really cool. I showed Paula. So one side has our logo, like the one you see on stream in the corner here with the 20. So one side has the 20. The other side has a 1. So you can use it as a D2, which is kind of cool. Barking Cricket says just a little bit of the sharpness of the blue cheese, not much. Oh, there you go. Blue cheese for Paula, right? You love blue cheese.
I like gorgonzola cheese.
I know, I was kidding because I know you don't like it. You've liked it on like one salad ever.
No, I just don't like a lot. Like, you have to be careful with it. You know? You don't want to
Barking Cricket said honey is good on eggs, though.
You know, I don't know. It's like, part of me is like, I trust Barking Cricket.
You've had syrup on eggs? That didn't bother you?
The other part of me is like, honey on eggs. I don't know.
What about syrup on eggs?
I mean, I guess it happens.
It's basically the same thing as honey.
You're like, I don't know.
What do you mean, I don't know? It still tastes good. It tastes like syrup and eggs. You can't go wrong. Kelp says, I do play at home. My in real life group meets here every other Saturday, but it's very convenient anytime I don't play at home, since everything is saved to my iPad and Encounter Plus can be streamed online. Yeah, that's true. I get that.
Yeah, so we're like, you know, kind of not going places right now because COVID. So
yeah.
That's why we really haven't played any of our, like, in-house games in-house.
Right. So he did send the link in Discord, so we'll have to check that out after stream here in a few minutes.
Gotcha.
We'll probably only be doing this for another like 2-3 minutes, depending on how long it takes you to put this wash on stuff.
Oh, if I do all of them, it's going to take a long time.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Barking Cricket said, you really should give cats a shot. They say that if you use enough hot sauce, they taste just like chicken. I don't know. I've never eaten cat. I have no plan to ever eat cat.
So what is like the weirdest like animal that you've eaten?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't eat weird animals. I don't eat deer.
Like you never
Probably
had, like,
deer.
Snake or something?
No. Yeah, the only no. Frog legs once. I didn't like them. But I was young.
You didn't?
I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I had frog legs when I was a kid, though. I liked them.
Yeah, I didn't like them. Haven't tried them since.
Okay.
No, I mean, the weirdest thing would just be like what you can't buy at a supermarket, and that's probably just deer. Right?
Wow.
Like, that's probably the weirdest thing. Like, and that's not that weird. That's not weird at all.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've had, like...
I'm not that adventurous, though.
You know, like, escargot before.
I've never, like, went somewhere and had chocolate-covered ants or anything weird like that. Or tarantulas or grasshoppers. Or
cricket.
Yeah, I've never eaten any of that stuff.
Or anything like that. But...
Or alligator. I've never had that.
Oh, I've had that before.
I had crawfish, but, I mean, is that weird?
No, that's normal food.
Like, it was, like, straight up from Louisiana, too. Antipope jerky to a session? Yeah, I've never had that either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not like one of those people who's like, oh, I need to try like the most weird thing. Like, that stuff doesn't excite me.
I just had it because I was on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like escargot and caviar and stuff like that, and it was like...
That's not weird, though.
On vacation. I mean, I don't think most people eat it.
Sour cream and onion crickets before. Quite tasty. Yeah, but see, I would never want to try that.
Did Barking Cricket say that? Please
no, Kelf did.
Oh, come on, I was holding out hope that barking crickets had crickets.
Oh. Melkier says chocolate-covered ants brains. LOL, reminds me of a story. Antelope. Yeah, I've never had any of that stuff, man.
Yeah, I've never had antelope.
I know people that are like, ooh, I want to try, like, bull penis, and I want to try this and that, and I'm like, no. Like, why? What is it about that stuff that makes you want to eat it? Like, why do you want to go eat a python? Like, why do you want to eat an alligator or a raccoon? I don't get it. Like, there's plenty of good food out there. Like, I don't need to find something else.
I feel like earlier today, Caleb was telling me about something weird he wanted to eat.
Oh, probably. There's a brand here that sells... I've had bison burgers before. Kangaroo, alligator, and whatever else kind of exotic red meat jerky that you could think of. So, you know what? There used to be like a wilderness bar in a town called Dundee. And I did eat there a few times, and they did have like exotic meats. Like that's where I had the bison burger. That wasn't really exotic per se, but I feel like I've had something there because I think a friend made me try it.
There.
Yeah, but they would bring in new
Me
stuff.
there one time.
Yeah, we went there because we were looking at houses.
Yeah.
Near there. But no, like I went there with a friend once before that guy owned it. And they would do seasonal things. Like I don't know if it was monthly or bi-monthly. I don't remember how often they changed out their menu. But I feel like I did try something once that like people were like, "Oh," you know. But I don't remember what it was. It wasn't my favorite thing. I would have much rather had like a normal thing. The same reason people jump out of planes, to simply be able to say, I've done the thing. Yeah, I'm not someone like that. That's just not me. Barking cricket rattlesnake is greasy. Yeah, so a lot of that stuff kind of is, from what I've heard. You eat endangered animals, but trying a bug is weird. What are you talking about? I don't eat any of that stuff. What endangered animal do I eat?
What animal's endangered?
Yeah, I don't eat any. Oh, bison probably.
Oh.
It's actually a really common thing that people farm and eat and cook, actually. I mean, not super common, but they farm them. You know, so they breed them and farm them and all that stuff.
I know, and that's clearly a good idea, so we should just...
I didn't say it was a good idea. I'm not saying it's a bad... Look here, Miss PETA.
I'm just saying, like, maybe we should think about, you know...
No, bison actually live, like, on really large, like, areas.
Yeah, they need a lot of space.
Yeah, they give them a lot of space. They do.
You could repurpose that space and feed more people by planting plants.
Oh my gosh.
Raising bison.
Melchior, the main protagonist in the story, is trying to appear eccentric to attract someone's attention
Who's
while at a very fancy restaurant. So he orders chocolate-covered ants brains, among other weird things.
What? In what? Like, is this a movie?
He's being his random self. I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm just not someone who cares to eat the things.
Bone.
Yeah, that looks good.
Told you.
For now. It's wet, though. You got to see it when it's dry.
I know. I think it's going to look better, though.
Yeah?
I think it looks
And then you'll just add the highlights after and then be done?
Better.
Is that what you're hoping for?
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it's good enough.
Yeah, I think you'll be painting at least 4 more times. I think you just passed the halfway mark last week. So, just my take. Barking Cricket says, Kelf, save your money. We had a traditional Cherokee restaurant that only served wild game. It was in Asheville, North Carolina, called Spirit on the River. Out of business now, though. Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with my just regular beef burgers. I'm cool with that. I do feel bad for pigs. That's one thing that, like, I do kind of feel bad about. Sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes.
Why
Only
pigs and not any other animal?
Because pigs are more, like, human-like.
Like how so?
They're smarter. Like, they're just more human-like. They're more, like, their emotions are more human-like. Everything is more human-like.
Yeah, but, like, cows, like, act like dogs. in
Actually, they say cows are more
normal
like cats.
environment.
They're more like on par with cats.
Oh, okay. Well, they're like snuggly and playful and like super adorable. Just saying, you know, I mean, like.
Kelv says, "Oh, trust me, I don't regularly partake. I generally grab a multi-pack of wild jerky when at the Ren Fest when it's in town." That sounds like fun. Barking Cricket says, "Juice, the reason you try stuff is to find new stuff that you might like. Wild poultry is way better than any domesticated." So I'm not that big of a fan of chicken and stuff.
People for the eating of tasty animals. Barking Cricket.
Melgear says, "Part of the joke of that his ploy works, and during the conversation which follows, the waiter shows up carrying a bowl with a powdery substance."
Okay, so.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we're going to end. I'm going to try and get Paula to let me watch an episode of Curse tonight, but she hasn't been letting me the last couple times.
I was telling them about it earlier.
Oh, I love the show. So anyways, thanks for joining us. Tomorrow, we're going to have Nerdarchy on. Dave from Nerdarchy. We'll go live about 8:30. I don't know how long we'll be chatting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've known Dave for a long time, and hopefully, we get some good crowd participation, and I think it'll be, like I said, a lot of fun, and I get to catch up. So, sorry, Melchior. Yeah, we're done. It's 10:30. So, last night, 2-year-old was up like most of the night. So, we're gonna watch an episode hopefully and go to bed.
We were all up like all night the night before that. I got like no sleep, so.
Yeah, yesterday I woke up at 4 a.m. and then went to bed at midnight, only to wake up again at like 2 in the morning for like 2 hours and then go back to sleep or something. I think that's how it happened. I don't know. I was really groggy last night. So.
You got up at like 2:30. You were up.
Yeah, for like 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, tomorrow, Dave from Nerdarchy at 8:30. So, we'll see you guys then. Saturday we do have Pathfinder. We'll be playing that at about 8:30, and that's going to be awesome. I am so excited to play that. Nothing Sunday. Monday we've got our final RPG talk for the foreseeable future, but I'm going to try and set up some guests for a couple weeks from now. And, then we're back to mini painting on Wednesday and Thursday next week, and then a game on Saturday. So right now that's kind of what's going on. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, I'll set up the stream tomorrow during the day, and so if you check on YouTube, you'll see the exact time converted for your time zones. So yeah. Anyways, guys, this was Master the Game. We were mini painting with Paula, and I am Juice. Game on.